Work in environmental health, so that looks at nutrition, it looks at any conditions somebody might have, long-term conditions, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, it can be obesity, weight, and we look at diet in comparison to these factors that somebody might have in their life, and we sort of look at ideas on how they can make themselves healthier so that they can lead a more fulfilling and healthier life. I've done a number of different types of group meetings, for example the South Asian Women's Group, where we looked at the Indian diet and looked how we could perhaps modify it. So rather than using ghee, which is quite high in saturated fat, and using perhaps a more unsaturated fat such as sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, something like that instead. Each group has their own nuance, their own specialism from a health point of view. So for the Afro-Caribbeans, you'd look at salt intake and see how we can reduce salt, because having too much salt can increase your blood pressure. Whatever food we want to keep the character of that food so it's still recognisable as the food, but just using healthy ingredients, using lower fat alternatives. We do a number of community celebration events where we put up a stand talking about change for life, the saturated fat campaigns, the salt campaigns from the Food Standards Agency. So we bring the information to the public at community events. Take away the tips, whether it be taking the skin off the chicken or trimming the fat off the meat, grilling instead of frying, anything like that, just simple tips. They can still eat the foods that they like, and it's just shown the balance of those foods. So you still allowed the odd bit of chocolate, but just in moderation to everything else, more fruit, vegetables, the exercise, and just healthier ways of cooking as well. To make this recipe, you'll need a courgette, a red pepper, a small red onion and some cherry tomatoes, some halloumi cheese and some mushrooms, some olive oil and the zest and juice of a lime, and some crushed garlic and chopped basil. First of all, you'll need to cut the halloumi into 16 cubes, and then cut the courgette, the red pepper and the onion into 8 pieces. Wash the veg and then thread onto the skewers with the halloumi. And the great thing about this recipe is whatever your favourite vegetables are, you can substitute any of these for your favourite vegetables and cook it however you like it, but this is just an idea for starters. If you want to add meat, for example chicken, you just have to make sure obviously that the chicken's cooked through and it's not pink in the middle. Take your lime, give it a quick wash, and take the zest and the juice and pour it together with the olive oil and give it a mix. Then add some crushed garlic and some chopped basil and give it another stir. Brush on top of the kebabs and leave to stand for 10 minutes. Take the kebabs, and either you can use a barbecue or under a hot grill and cook them for 3 to 4 minutes, turning until golden brown. And as I say, the proof's in the pudding, or in this case, in the kebab. So I've invited the crew around to see if they taste as good as they look. So come on guys, dig in.
Really good. I'll definitely make this at home.
I haven't even tried halloumi before. It's really nice.
It's lovely. Get the kids involved as well. It's such an easy thing to do. Healthy eating. Wonderful.